Omagyanatimirandasya Gyananjanashlakaya Chakshurmilitanyeya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitanyena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuktapadakamam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupa Sagrajata Sadhana Raghunatam Vidam Tam Sadivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Vitamsta He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagapate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Adakanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchaka Patarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Hare Krishna. So you're welcome. So let's just quickly go through what we did yesterday. Somebody want to remind us? Anybody took notes?
We discussed about
because I missed the half.
Go ahead, Mataji.
I missed half of it because
okay.
of my connection.
It's all right. Okay, go ahead, Madaniki.
Prabhu taught us that we should learn Vidya and Avidya side by side, the knowledge of the material world and the spiritual world. And only when you learn those two side by side that you will attain liberation or salvation. What else? You taught us that the most important knowledge there is to look at everything and see Krishna. So Krishna consciousness, right? And on 7.4, we discuss about Krishna's 8 material energies, like the earth, fire, water, etc. And you mentioned to us that those energies or elements, they are what the material universe is composed of or are composed of. So those material energies, their source are the 3 Vishnus, and that is why the 3 Vishnus are in charge of the material creation. And so you told us that although there is a realization of the super soul here in the material universe, the super soul doesn't exist in the spiritual realm because Krishna exists over there. That is why it is only present here in the material creation. What else? On 7.5, we talked about us living entities exploiting the material nature for our own desires and advantages. So you told us that such things wouldn't really be fruitive for us because enjoying this world is not our purpose. Our purpose is to give or to produce enjoyment for Krishna instead of us enjoying the world ourselves. What else? I have so many notes, Prabhu, but I cannot read them all. Okay.
Just read whatever you can read.
Okay, on 7.5, we talked about, that's it, right? And you told us that since we are created here to give enjoyment for Krishna, it's similar to the nature of fire, even the nature of sugar and water, right? So our nature as spirit soul is to give service to him. That's it. And it's just so good, this line from the purport. I liked it. I wrote it in full.
Which one?
When
read it. Let us hear you.
When the living entity becomes free from the influence of illusory material creation or energy, he attains the stage called mukti or liberation. It's so nice because it is true.
Yeah.
What else? On 7.6, we talked about Krishna as the origin and also the dissolution of the universe. So meaning there's no truth higher than Krishna. So his words are the truth. And the Shastras, the scriptures, they are the origin of our knowledge. So we should really learn them thoroughly. You taught us about Nicho, Nichanam, Chitana, Chitananam. Is that it? That Krishna is the, among the eternal, Krishna is the supreme eternal. And among the conscious, he is the supreme consciousness. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. You took notes. Very nice. Thank you very much. Yeah. So we stop at verse number again.
7.8. We stop there.
So we're going to read 7.9.
9.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we already started hearing about how Krishna pervades everything. How Krishna is the Krishna, mentioned in 7. Where did Krishna say Sutre Mani Gana Eva? Let me see whether you understand that word. Sutre Mani Gana Eva. Where did Krishna mention that? I'm using the Sanskrit word. I don't want to translate it because if I translate it, you will understand it. Where did Krishna say Sutre Mani Gana Eva?
7.7.
Yeah, thank you very much. So Krishna says, I am like what? Can you translate for us? What is the meaning of that Sutre Mani Gana Eva? That line.
He is the thread that the pearls are strung upon.
Yeah, Krishna is the thread. In the when the pearl, I'm like a thread stronger than the pearls. Like something like that. So what it means is that, like you mentioned, there's no truth superior to me. So Krishna is the one holding all the universes together by his mystic power. He's the one directly in charge of all the universes. That is why he used a very nice analogy for us to understand. Like, is the thread of the pearls. When you have a pearls, like we have those beads will be put around Krishna. You only be seeing the beads or your chanting beads. You only be seeing the beads are only visible. Sometimes the thread are not visible. So a foolish person may think the bead is more important than the thread. But actually, it's the thread that is holding the beads together. Once the thread is cut, all the beads will be scattered here and there. You see, so Krishna is telling us how he's the one holding everything, is the source of everything, is the one putting everything, is the one maintaining everything of this universe. He started telling us how he pervades the whole universe. I am the taste of water. I am the, again, what did he say? I'm the heat of the light. I'm the light of the sun and the moon. I am the ability in man. So Krishna started telling us, he said that I am like the thread, around the pearls. So this is how you can perceive me like that. This is how you can see me in my creation. How I'm the essence of everything. I'm the one putting everything together. I'm the energy, vibhuti, the Shakti, energy in everything. So when you are thirsty, when you take water, that's energy in water that quenches your thirst, that you cannot get it from soft drink. You cannot get it from orange drink. You cannot get it from anywhere, any other liquid, but you can only get it from pure water. That energy in that water is Krishna that quenches your thirst. That is Krishna. That energy in fire, that when you put your food on the fire, it will cook that food. That energy in fire is Krishna. So Krishna explaining all these things to us. Krishna explained also that he is the light of the sun and the moon. And I explained, without the light of the sun, we cannot have vegetation. Without the light of the moon, there is no farming. A vegetable will not get nourished. So the light of the sun and the moon, they are the one, nourishing our vegetables on earth. If there's no sun, no farming. If there's no moon, no farming. So Krishna is showing us how through the light of the sun and the moon, is the one maintaining us in this universe. It's very, very nice how we can perceive Krishna in everything. And the ability in man. Sometimes when we become successful, we think, oh, I am the doer. No, it's the Krishna's mercy. It's the energy of Krishna in that living entity. Like I gave an example also. Just imagine when someone becomes paralyzed, just imagine you see someone paralyzed, then that person can understand what I'm saying, how Krishna is the ability in man. Because when someone is paralyzed, then he knows that he cannot do anything on his own. Then that is when you understand that something is controlling something in this body. I'm not the doer. Now everything look as if we are the one controlling our body and moving our hand and dancing and doing. So we think we are the controller, but actually the original controller ceases to, to allow the body to move or takes over the control of the body. And there is nothing anyone can do in this universe. There is nothing. The highest they can do is to put you on wheelchair. Finish. You see? So we have to understand how Krishna is the one, is the ability in us. Okay. And when we get when we have extraordinary abilities, or we are very intelligent, we should really give the glories to Krishna. We should appreciate Krishna for that. Okay, so let's go to test number 9. We discussed a lot about this yesterday. So Krishna continues describing how we can perceive him in his creation, in the energy. Punyoganda pritivyamscha tejachasmi vibhavaso jivanam sarvabhuteshu tapaschasmi tapasrasu. Okay, so Krishna says, I am the original fragrance of the earth. I am the heat in fire. I am the life of all that lives. I am the penance of all ascetics. Just imagine, you can see Krishna, when you pick flowers, very aromatic flowers, and you smell them like rose, jasmine, all these wonderful flowers, those fragrance coming out from Krishna, from those flowers, sorry, Krishna say, I am that fragrance. I'm the fragrance of the earth. The earth, how does earth give fragrance to those flowers? We don't know. It's all by Krishna's energy. So, but when we get these flowers, we appreciate the aroma, Like someone presents a rose to you. Thank you, You appreciate the aroma. But how does that aroma come to the flowers? That is the energy of Krishna in that. So Krishna says, I am the original fragrance of the earth. That is why you see, when we offer incense to Krishna, we are offering the aromas, this back to Krishna. The incense we are offering to Krishna is made in a way so that when we are offering the fragrance of earth back to Krishna. All those things we offer to Krishna on the altar, these are different energies of Krishna we are offering back to him to show and appreciate him that this energy is the essence in all this energy. You see, we offer incense, we offer fire, we offer flowers, we offer water, then we offer handkerchief, then we offer the shamara, then the fan, that is the hair we offer to Krishna. So all these things, all the different elements we offer it to Krishna to appreciate and to tell him that he is the supreme controller of all these elements. You see, that is what we do, especially when we are doing all these offerings. I'm the heat in the fire. I already explained earlier, and I'm the life of all that lives. Krishna is the life of everyone. Whoever, no one, they say, Mare Krishna Rake, I've forgotten the quotation from the Srila Bhakti Thakur. Say, whoever Krishna kills, nobody can protect, and whoever Krishna protects, no one can kill. You see, so Krishna is the life in all that lives. It's the penance of all ascetic. Like now, we just finished austerity. We just finished Bhishma Panchaka. So that's penance, of be able to tolerate the energy, of be able to tolerate hunger, to be able to control your senses. That penance, that tolerance is Krishna energy. Okay, so let's go into the purports. Somebody want to read?
Okay. Hare Prabhu. Punya means that which is not decomposed. Punya is original. Everything in the material world has a certain flavor or fragrance, as the flavor and fragrance in a flower, or in the earth, in water, in fire.
I'm not hearing you clearly, Prabhu.
Prabhu?
Okay, I can hear you now. Please go ahead.
Okay. Similarly, everything has a particular original taste, and this taste can be changed by the mixture of chemicals. So everything original has some smell, some fragrance, and some taste. Vivabasyo means fire. Without fire, we cannot run factories, we cannot cook, etc. And that fire is Krishna. The heat in the fire is Krishna. According to Vedic medicine, indigestion is due to a low temperature in the belly. So even for digestion, fire is needed. In Krishna consciousness, we become aware that earth, water, fire, air, and every active principle, all chemicals, and all material elements are due to Krishna. The duration of man's life is also due to Krishna. Therefore, by the grace of Krishna, man can prolong his life or diminish it. So Krishna consciousness is active in every sphere. Hare Krishna.
So Krishna is saying, I'm the life of all that live. Sometimes people perform exercise, thinking that by doing exercise they can prolong their life. I've seen in my country, I've seen in the news, somebody performing exercise and he had attack while he was doing exercise. He had that attack. You see, he's doing exercise to make his body strong and healthy, but he had an attack when he was doing the exercise. You see, so whatever Krishna, whatever Krishna kill, no one can protect, and whatever Krishna protect, no one can kill. I've seen before. You see some people, their heads look very fragile. Their body look very fragile. They are sick, but they live. They are not dying. They are continuing to live on. And somebody look very strong, and the next thing you hear is gone. Woo! And somebody look very fragile, and he's continuing to live. You know, I have a practical experience of that in my country. There was one devotee, you know, he has so much complicated disease, you know, always looking very fragile. But he continued to live on, you know, and somebody very strong, he just had, oh, that Prabhu, oh, what happened? Oh, he just died. Yeah, this happened, that happened, and he died. Oh, sorry. You see, so only Krishna who can protect us. Krishna said you will have long life, so be it. Krishna said, no, there's nothing you can do. So Krishna is the life of all that lives. You see? So that is why we should just concentrate on pleasing Krishna. Okay. Need to plug my computer before it goes. Okay, so let's continue. Let's go to test number 9. Bijamam sarva bhutanam. Yes, someone hands up. Did I see hands up? You are not sure. Bijamam sarva bhutanam vidi parta sanatanam buddhi mata masmi teja swanyam. O son of Prita, know that I am the original seed of all existence, the intelligence of the intelligent, and the prowess of all powerful men. Let's read the purport.
I read it, Prabhu.
Please, go ahead, Mata.
Bijam means seed. Krishna is the seed of everything. There are various living entities, movable and inert. Birds, beasts, men, and many other living creatures are moving living entities. Trees and plants, however, are inert. They cannot move, but only stand. Every entity is contained within the scope of 8,400,000 species of life. Some of them are moving and some of them are inert. In all cases, however, the seed of their life is Krishna, as stated in Vedic literature. Brahman, or the supreme absolute truth, is that from which everything is emanating. Krishna is Para-Brahman, the Supreme Spirit. Brahman is impersonal and Para-Brahman is personal. Impersonal Brahman is situated in the impersonal aspect that is stated in Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, originally, Krishna is the source of everything. He is the root, as the root of a tree maintains the whole tree. Krishna, being the original root of all things, maintains everything in this material manifestation. This is also confirmed in the Vedic literature. Katha Upanishad 2.2.13. Nityo nityanam chetananam eko bahunam yo vidadati kaman. He is the prime eternal among all eternals. He is the supreme living entity of all living entities, and he alone is maintaining all life. One cannot do anything without intelligence, and Krishna also says that he is the root of all intelligence. Unless a person is intelligent, he cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So you can just see that everything is Krishna. When you think about God, just one thing to understand, everything in this creation, both material and spiritual, are from him. They're not different from him. But the problem between the personalists and impersonalists is that the personalists, they are thinking, because everything has become Krishna, so Krishna cannot have his own personality. That is the wrong notion they are having. But the Upanishad remind us, Om Purna Madam Purna Midam, Purna Purna Mudashyate, Purnasya Purna Madaya, Purna Mevavashishyate. Okay, Mother Angel was nodding her head. You want to translate for us?
Everything animate or inanimate that is within the universe is controlled and owned by the Lord. One shall therefore accept only those things necessary for himself, which are set aside.
I'm talking about Om Purna Madam.
The invocation, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yeah, the personality of God is perfect and complete. Because he is completely perfect, all emanations from him, such as this phenomenal world, are perfectly equipped as complete whole. Whatever is produced of the complete whole is also complete in itself. Because he is the complete whole, even though so many complete units emanate from him, he remains the complete balance.
Haribo, thank you very much. I'm very happy to hear that. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, just understanding that invocation of Shri Upanishad, you can understand how Krishna has expanded himself to be everything. But he still maintains his individuality and his supremacy. You see, that is the point. But that is the point that the impersonalism are missing. They think that because Krishna has distributed himself, he cannot be in person. He must be in everything that he has distributed himself into. They cannot comprehend that he can be complete whole, even though so many complete units emanate from him. They cannot understand that. You see? So that is the Krishna consciousness. That is what the personalists are able to understand, you know. So Krishna says, I am the original seed of all existence. So everything comes from Krishna. He's the intelligent of, if you look at the most intelligent person in this universe, that intelligence is from Krishna. But the problem that is here is that when we become so good in whatever we are doing, or we become very intelligent, the living naturally want to take the glories. I'm so special, you know, like that. Then after when the death comes, death will take away from everything. So Krishna controls the universe in the form of time. With time, even though you are the most intelligent person, whatever you like, Albert Einstein. Where is Albert Einstein now? Is considered to be one of the most intelligent person in this universe. You know, his IQ is very high. But where is he today? He's gone. We're only making references to him. Finish. He's gone. See? But Krishna is still there. You see? And he said, I'm the strength. I'm the progress of the powerful man. I remember those days. Muhammad Ali used to be very famous. Oh, I fly like a butterfly and sing like a bumblebee. You know, that was his quote. It was very famous for that. You know, fly like a butterfly and sing like a bumblebee. You know, it was very powerful. But one day someone came and defeated him, and like that. Same thing also with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was very strong, he was fighting, fighting. Then one time, Holyfield came. Holyfield beat him the first time. He could not believe himself. They did rematch. The second time, the guy beat him again. He bite his ear. It was so painful to him. He bite his ear. So his power is gone because the power belongs to Krishna. You see? So all these opulences belongs to Krishna. So Krishna say, I am the power of the powerful. I am the prowess of the powers, the power of the prowess. So in that way, Krishna controls his energies. So when if somebody is very strong today and is beating everyone, with time, somebody else will come and beat him up. It's like that. Yes, maybe whether it gets old or it doesn't get old. That is what I said. It's time. Time controls everything. Krishna controls everything in form of time. Yes, he must get old. Krishna doesn't grow old. That is why he's the supreme personality of Godhead. You understand? So, yeah, Krishna say, okay, I am the strength. I am the prowess of all powerful men. So whoever, any powerful man you see in this world, is a reflection of Krishna's energy, like that. Okay, we have read the purpose. So let's go to the next one. What are we now? We are in 11. Let me see. I think we have some 1 minute. Let me just see. Prabhupada quote for all these things. These nice chapters. Chapter 7. Let me 1 minute so that we can read some Prabhupada's quotes from his lecture. Okay, let's start from 37. Okay. Who wants to read Prabhupada's quote? Please go ahead and pick it and read immediately. From 7.
Screen is still back. Oh, okay. Can see it. 7. Pearl is round, and the innumerable universe is also round. Continue, Prabhu.
Yes, please go ahead.
In the material sphere, there are so many planets, sun, moon, Venus, earth, and so many millions and millions. They're all resting on the Brahman effulgence. Yasya prabha prabhavato jagad anda koti tad Brahma nishkalam anantam asesha bhutam govindam. The Brahma Jyoti is the bodily rays of Krishna, so everything is resting. But from the Vedic literature, we understand that Krishna is his Ananta feature, Anantadeva or Sesa Shaye Naga. The hoods are expanded and all the planets are resting on his hood. It is so small and the hood is very big. So therefore, the planets are resting not on the law of gravitation, but on the head of Krishna in his form of Sesha. This is our Vedic conclusion. Continue, Prabhu.
Yes, that's 8.
Okay. When a doctor gives you medicine and he gives directions to you, drink the medicine, take the bottle, and take 2 drops of 5 drops or 5 drops. Gradually, you understand that by taking the medicine, you are being cured. You are feeling well again. Similarly, a prescription is given by Krishna. Actually, it is meditation. When we meditate upon the taste of water, it means we are meditating on Krishna. Similarly, Krishna says, Prabhashmi Sashi Surya Yoho. I am the sunshine, moonshine. So who has not seen the sunshine? If you have seen the sunshine, and if you follow this prescription given by Krishna, then early in the morning you'll see Krishna. Why do you say, I have not seen Krishna? Krishna is not present before me. Follow Krishna's instruction and he will be present. He is present. We have to purify our eyes and senses to understand him. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santaha Sadaiva Rideyishu. Suppose you have a beloved friend. When you hear the telephone, You ask, who is it? This is, you immediately see your friend. Similarly, in this way, if you develop your dormant love of Krishna, you'll see Krishna in every moment. And the taste of any liquid that attracts you, even if you are a drunkard and fond of wine, I should recommend that you simply think that this taste of wine is Krishna that will make you a yogi of you. That will
That is
make that will make you the greatest yogi. Simply repeat, I am tasting wine. Oh, very nice taste. This is Krishna. Isn't that easy? That is Krishna consciousness.
okay. You understand? Whatever that attracts us, like Prabhupada is saying here, whatever is making us to be attached to a particular thing, that taste in that thing is Krishna. The energy of that is Krishna. That is what Prabhupada is saying. So if we are trying, Prabhupada mentioned here also, he said you have not seen God. When you see the sunlight in the morning, Krishna says, see, this is how to see me. I'm the light of the sun. So when you see the sunlight, you have seen Krishna. When you're drinking water, that taste in water, that is Krishna. You should feel Krishna in that. Oh, Krishna, Hare Krishna. This is how to see God. By gradually developing this love for Krishna, then you become, develop pure love for Krishna like that. That's what Prabhupada is trying to explain to us. Okay, so let's, someone else read test 9, then we'll continue from there.
Okay, Prabhu. The same manure, the same water, the same gardener, but different flowers have a different perfume. Therefore, it is answered in the Bhagavad Gita that nature is not all in all. Nature cannot work independently. There is control by Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. He rules that each kind of bija or seed will produce a particular kind of flower or flavor. We fools cannot explain this. We ask, what is this nature? There must be intelligence behind nature. Otherwise, how could a rose flower so beautifully? Even from an artistic point of view, if you want to paint one flower, it takes so much effort, so many colors, so many materials, and even then you cannot paint one lifelike rose. There is no comparison between the painting and the original flower. So to produce a third-class flower, you need so much effort. Therefore, can you say that a first-class flower has no intelligence behind it? That is not very good logic. Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So that is Prabhupada's quote. Very interesting. Okay, so let's continue. There's 11. Bala bala batam ashaham kamaraga vivrajitam dharma viroda bhuteshu kamosmi bhartarshava. So like I said, we quoted this verse before this time. So now we are getting there. I am the strength of the strong, devoid of passion and desire. I am sex life, which is not contrary to religious principles. O Lord of Bharatas, Arjuna. Krishna is saying here, very short purport. The strong man's strength should be applied to protect the weak, not for personal aggression. Similarly, sex life, according to religious principles, dharma should be for the propagation of children, not otherwise. The responsibility of parents is then to make their offspring Krishna conscious. So that is a responsibility of the parents to make their offspring Krishna conscious. So that is very, very important. That is the duty of every parent. There's one man in my country, he has about how many children now? Going to, is it 26 or 30 children? He married he just married the sixth wife. And he's a devotee, it's a devotee, and he's taking all the children to Harinam. One day I will share his Harinam video on my Facebook. You can see, that is what he does. He's producing children for doing Harinam. He just married the sixth wife. 6 wives. I was just discussing with the devotee, and he was just telling me, say, do you know Prabhu has just married another girl, very young girl, and he's a very old man. He's marrying young girls. You see, so he have the 6 children, 6 wives now, and he has about going to 30 children, something like that. And all the children, one thing about him is that all the wife, all the children, they go with him to Harina. It's a must. You cannot say no. So he has created a Sankirtan party. So according to me, the Prabhuji is following this instruction of Bhagavad Gita very, very nicely. Prabhupada said one should be for this life should be for propagation of Krishna conscious children. So he's making all his children into devotee, taking them for Harinam. And I think his mission is to produce Krishna conscious children. That is his mission. And he's doing very nicely. So let's continue. 7:12. Yechaiva satwika bhava rajasa stamasa shaye mata eva titambiri natamaham tishute mayi. Know that all states of being, be they of goodness, passion, or ignorance, are manifested by my energy. I am, in one sense, everything, but I'm independent. I am not under the molds of material nature, for they, on the contrary, are within me. See, very nice here, Krishna explained, because everything in this universe is a product of this most of material nature. And when we study Srimad Bhagavatam, we understand this very well, clearly. Everything is produced from this most of material nature, either from ignorance, passion, or goodness. Everything is the production of the mode of material nature. So Krishna here is saying that even though he's the source of everything and this most of material nature, but he's completely independent. He's completely free and independent from this most of material nature. So here Krishna has described all his energies and how we can perceive him in this energy. And then for Krishna very soon is going to start describing how those who are covered by this most of material nature cannot perceive him in this energy. How they cannot see him. Only those who surrender to him can be able to see him in this energy. Krishna is going to describe to us after this. We can read the purport, this one.
Okay, Prabhu. All material activities in the world are being conducted under the 3 modes of material nature. Although these material modes of nature are emanations from the Supreme Lord, Krishna, he is not subject to them. For instance, under the state laws, one must be punished, but the king, the lawmaker, is not subject to that law. Similarly, all the modes of material nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance, are emanations from the Supreme Lord, Krishna, but Krishna is not subject to material nature. Therefore, he is nirguna, which means that these gunas or modes, although issuing from him, do not affect him. This is one of the special characteristics of Bhagavan, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So it's very, very interesting. Then Krishna is going to explain now how the living entity, cannot know him because they are under this particular mode that is produced from him. Tribe gunai maye babai ebi sarvamidam jagat moitam na bejana anti mame vyama parama vyayam. Related by these 3 modes of goodness, passion, and ignorance, the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible. Okay, purport. This is a very, very nice verse. You can memorize it if you want also. It's a very nice verse. Okay, someone want to read the purport?
The whole world is enchanted by the 3 modes of material nature. Those who are bewildered by these 3 modes cannot understand the transcendental to this material nature of the Supreme Lord Krishna. Every living entity under the influence of material nature has a particular type of body and particular type of psychological and biological activities accordingly. There are 4 classes of men functioning in the 3 modes material the three material modes of nature. Those who are purely in the mode of goodness are called Brahmana. Those who are purely in the mode of passion are called Kshatriya. Those who are Kshatriya, yeah. Those who are in the mode of both passion and ignorance are called Vaishya. Those who are completely in ignorance are called Sudras. And those who are less than the animals or animals' life, however, these designations are not permanent and may be either a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishyas, or whatever. In any case, this life is temporary. But although life is temporary, we do not know what we are going to be in the next life. On the scale of this illusory energy, we consider ourselves in terms of this bodily conception of life. And we thus think that we are American, Indian, Russian, or Brahmana, Hindu, Muslim, etc. And if we become entangled with the modes of material nature, then we forget the Supreme Personality of God, who is behind all these modes. So Lord Krishna says that living entity develops material nature of nature. Do not understand that behind the material background is the Supreme Personality of God. There are many different types of living entities, human beings, demigods, animals, etc. And each of every one of them is under the influence of material nature. And all of them have forgotten the transcendent personality of God. Those who are in the mode of passion and ignorance, and even though those who are in the mode of goodness cannot be beyond in the impersonal Brahman conception of the absolute truth. They are bewildered before the Supreme Lord in his personal picture, which possesses all beauty, opulence, knowledge, strength, faith, and renunciation. When even those who are in goodness cannot understand, what hope endures those in passion and ignorance? Krishna consciousness is transcendental to all these three modes of material nature, and those who are truly established in Krishna consciousness are actually liberated.
Thank you. So we can understand the platform of Krishna consciousness is completely transcendental beyond the modes. So as long as we are under the modes of material nature, it will be very difficult for us to understand Krishna or to know Krishna. That's what Krishna is saying in particular verse and Prabhupada trying to explain in the purport. And so if somebody comes to the mode of goodness, the highest he can understand is the personal aspect of Krishna. So to tell you how much I, even the impersonalists are, or how much I, the knowledge of God, Krishna is. So it's not very easy things to understand who Krishna is. Especially when we are under the influence of the modes of passion and ignorance. Very, very difficult. And many of us, we are predominantly under this mode of passion and ignorance. Goodness, is very, very difficult for us. We struggle with goodness. But these modes are always interchanging. But we are always struggling with goodness. We are predominantly in the mode of passion and ignorance. So that is why again and again we have to chant and read the scripture so that one day we at least come to the mode of goodness. That is what it says. It says, Nashta Prayeshu Abadreshnitiam Bhagavata Sevaya, Bhagavati Utamashloke, Bhakti Bhavati Naishiki, Tada Raja Samo Bhava Kamalo Badayasya, Shita Itana Vidansita Satri Pasita. So only by hearing about Krishna, by chanting about Krishna, that we can come to these higher modes of nature. Goodness. And eventually we have to come to the Vasudev Sattva. Vasudev Sattva is a transcendental goodness. Only on the platform of transcendental goodness that we can understand Krishna. It becomes very easy for us to understand Krishna. If not, this Krishna we're talking about that has been describing himself till now, not easy to understand even by the great yogis. As it says in that verse, so because we are covered by these three modes of material nature, not easy for anyone in this world under that influence of the modes of nature to understand Krishna. Even among those who have tried, thousands of people who have attained perfection, hardly, because of this mode. So this mode of materialization is like the curtain. That is, it's like a veil. So only when we are able to, transcend these modes, then you will just see the veil will remove. Then you will just see Krishna everywhere. All the Krishna, all the you have been struggling that where is God? Where is God? You just see that, oh, actually God is the taste of water. You know, it's everywhere. Krishna is everywhere. And you, not just because he's everywhere doesn't mean that he has lost his personality also. Just by seeing him everywhere, then you will see his sweet personality also, his sweet spot, like that. So the realization of God begins from the impersonal aspect. That is what we are trying to learn here. We are not impersonalists, but realization of God begins from impersonalism. Okay? Those who stop there, they are called impersonalists. We are not supposed to stop there because we have to see Krishna in water, we have to see Krishna in the light of the sun, we have to see Krishna in everything around us, we have to see Krishna in the fragrance of the earth. These are all impersonal aspects of Krishna. We have to feel it, we have to see it, you know. But we should not stop there because we believe, we understand the supreme form of Krishna. That is what makes us different from others. So let us go to the famous verse and we will stop there. The famous verse, Devi Esha Guna Mayi, Mama Maya Duratya, Mame Bamye Prapadiante, Maya Metam Tarantite. If you want to learn a verse, please learn this. Okay. If you want to learn a verse, please learn this. Devi Esha Guna Mayi, Mama Maya Duratya, Mame Baye Prapadiante, Maya Metam Tarantite. It's a very sweet verse. I learned this verse even in the beginning of the spiritual life. When I have not learned any verse, you know. This is the first verse I learned, you know. Because those days we used to hear about Maya, 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 Maya. So you will learn this verse, this first verse, very first. You know, because this verse is always telling about Maya, you know. So Krishna says, this divine energy of Maya consisting of the three modes of material nature is difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered to me can easily cross beyond. So when we talk about Maya, what is Maya? Maya simply means the three modes of nature. Maya means what? Three modes of nature. When you say Maya, Maya means three modes of nature. When you are in the mode of passion, you will be pushed to act in a certain way. When you are in the mode of ignorance, you will be pulled to act in a certain way, in a certain way. So when you see somebody committed some crime or committed some abominable thing, then you start thinking, oh, why did I do that? They take him to the court. They say Satan. No, it's because of the modes of nature that is influencing that person's life. So it's able to that nature overcome his life, and he acts under a certain condition to, you know, react in a particular way under certain situation. Somebody who is always drinking and smoking, you know, when somebody make him angry, he can kill someone. So that because it's influenced by the mode of ignorance and passion. So somebody anger him, he can easily kill. So it's not devil. There's no devil anywhere. There's no devil anywhere. Just because of the the mode in which he has situated himself, ignorance, drinking, smoking, taking high substances. So he's impelled to act in a certain way. He's pushed to act in a certain way. So it's not devil. It's the mode in which, or the association of people you keep. In that way, we determine the modes of nature you are influenced with. So when we talk about, you know, all these things like Maya, or we talk about Satan, like the Christian will say Satan, or, you know, the Christian will say Maya. It's simply the three modes of material nature we are talking about. And that is why Krishna is saying here, Devi Esha Guna Mayi, Mama Maya. This three energy, this divine energy, Devi Esha Guna Mayi, this energy, the three modes of material nature, Mama Maya is my energy. Maya is Mama Maya is my energy. So these three modes that is controlling everyone is my energy. But if you want to overcome these three modes, it's very simple. Just surrender unto me. then can easily cross beyond it. Mami ba ye papa diante Miami Taranti. Taranti means overcome. You see? To overcome. So if you want to overcome this, you want to rise above the three influence of the most of material nature, we need to surrender to Krishna. There is no alternative. Okay, purport. Let's read, then we'll conclude here today.
Okay, I'll read.
Yeah, please.
The Supreme Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has innumerable energies, and all these energies are divine. Although the living entities are part of his energies and are therefore divine, due to contact with material energy, their original superior power is covered. Thus, being thus covered by material energy, one cannot possibly overcome its influence. As previously stated, both the material and spiritual natures, being emanations from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, are eternal. The living entities belong to the eternal superior nature of the Lord, but due to contamination by the inferior nature, matter, their illusion is also eternal. The conditioned soul is therefore called Nichabada, or eternally conditioned. No one can trace out the history of his becoming conditioned at a certain date in material history. Consequently, his release from the clutches of material nature is very difficult, even though that material nature is an inferior energy, because material energy is ultimately conducted by the supreme will, which the living entity cannot overcome. Inferior material nature is defined herein as divine nature due to its divine connection and movement by the divine will. Being conducted by divine will, material nature, although inferior, acts so wonderfully in the construction and destruction of the cosmic manifestation. The Vedas confirm this as follows: Mayam tu prakritim vidyan, mayanam tu maheshwaram. Although Maya, illusion, is false or temporary, the background of Maya is the supreme magician, the personality of Godhead, who is Maheshwara, the supreme controller. Shweta Upanishad 4.10. Another meaning of guna is rope. It is to be understood that the conditioned soul is tightly tied by the ropes of illusion. A man bound by the hands and feet cannot free himself. He must be helped by a person who is unbound. Because the bound cannot help the bound, the rescuer must be liberated. Therefore, only Lord Krishna, or his bona fide representative, the spiritual master, can release the conditioned soul. Without such superior help, one cannot be freed from the bondage of material nature. Devotional service or Krishna consciousness can help one gain such release. Krishna, being the Lord of the illusory energy, can order this insurmountable energy to release the conditioned soul. He orders this release out of his causeless mercy on the surrendered soul and out of his paternal affection for the living entity, who is originally a beloved son of the Lord. Therefore, surrender unto the lotus feet of the Lord is the only means to get free from the clutches of the stringent material nature. The words Mam Eva are also significant. Mam means unto Krishna, Vishnu only, and not Brahma or Shiva. Although Brahma and Shiva are greatly elevated and are almost on the level of Vishnu, it is not possible for such incarnations of Rajaguna, passion, and Tamaguna, ignorance, to release the conditioned soul from the clutches of Maya. In other words, both Brahma and Shiva are also under the influence of Maya. Only Vishnu is the master of Maya. Therefore, he alone can give release to the conditioned soul. The Vedas, Shvetashvatara Upanishad 3.8, confirm this in the phrase Tam eva viditva, or freedom is possible only by understanding Krishna. Even Lord Shiva affirms that liberation can be achieved only by the mercy of Vishnu. Lord Shiva says, Mukti pradata sarvesham Vishnur evana samshayaha. There is no doubt that Vishnu is the deliverer of liberation for everyone. Hare Krishna.
So, summary of the purports. Even Lord Shiva, because he's in charge of the mode of ignorance, Lord Brahma is in charge of the mode of passion, cannot deliver the living entity. You see, when somebody is very creative by nature, they are influenced by the mode of passion. That is why Lord Brahma is a passion personified, because he's a Lord in charge of creation. So someone who are very creative by nature, they are influenced by the modes of passion. And Lord Shiva is in the mode of ignorance. What is his duty? To destroy. So those who are in charge, who are under the influence of the mode of ignorance, they are always in charge of destroying, causing havoc, criminality, all those things. So it's in this way. And Lord Vishnu is the one controlling the mode of goodness. What is his duty? Is the one maintaining the universe. So those who are predominantly influenced by the mode of goodness, they maintain things. They can maintain things. You see? So only Lord Vishnu, only Lord Krishna can deliver the living entity from the influence of the modes of material nature. So when we talk about Maya, we're talking about the three modes of material nature. Is everything in this universe. Is the one creating all the illusion and everything. Is the illusion. So unless we surrender to Krishna, the veil of that three modes, the veil of that, the influence of the modes of nature, cannot be overcome. Not possible, not by our power. Krishna Prabhupada used a very nice analogy. A bound man cannot untie another bound man. You need someone who is not tied to untie you. So that is why we need a spiritual master. We need Krishna for us. We need their mercy for us to be liberated. We need a spiritual master for us to be liberated. Because a bound man cannot untie another bound man. So we are all bound. You see? So that is why we have to surrender to a spiritual master, a bona fide spiritual master in the discipline section of Krishna. Like we have the Paramparan discipline section in ISKCON. Prabhupada, then we have the Srila Prabhupada disciples. So you have to nicely pick from one of the Srila Prabhupada disciples and just surrender down to him. Don't pick a guru because of sentiment. Don't pick a guru because he'll smile at me. Don't pick a guru because he give me some money. Pick a guru because people pick guru for so many reasons. People pick guru because somebody asked them to pick their guru. Pick my guru so that we can become God brothers. My guru. I love that guru because he smiled at me. No. So that's why I'm saying we should sign up for ISKCON Disciple course so that we can discuss more about this guru thing, okay? So that is it, you see? So we have to pick a guru because the guru has its transcendental qualities. And it is mentioned that the disciple should study the guru before selecting a guru. And the guru also should as well study the disciple. This is nicely explained in Nectar of Devotion. You should not pick a guru blindly. Because when you pick a guru and later you reject that person, you have committed Vaishnava apara. So you cannot make progress in spiritual life. Cannot make progress. So you have to convince yourself. You have to really convince yourself that no matter what, I cannot reject my guru, this guru. I'm picking him because I know he's a true saintly person. You see? So this is very, very important. It's very, very important. So we should not pick guru because people are pushing us to pick their guru. We should not pick guru because he smiles at us. We should not pick guru because he gives us money. We should not pick guru because he asks you to lead the kirtan in the temple and you confirm, oh, this is my guru. He asked me to lead the kirtan. No sentiment in picking guru. You pick guru because you have studied the guru and you are convinced that this will be your guru. You see? And the guru also will study you. That is what is recommended in the Nectar of Devotion. So because only the guru can liberate us from the bondage of material life. Without the mercy of the guru, yasya prasadam nagati kuto kipi. The answer. So only the mercy, because of the mercy of the guru, we can get the mercy of Krishna. The mercy of Krishna, we can get the mercy of guru. And who is the guru? Chakshadari Twina Samasta Shastri Utaksatava Brahmatai Vasadi Kintu Prabhuya Priya Evatasya Vande Guru Shri Sharanaravinda. Chakshadari Twina. Guru is not different from Krishna. Why? Because the Guru is following the instruction of Krishna as it's revealed in the Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. He's following very same percent. It's not deviating. He's following his own guru also. So Shakshadari Trainer. So he's not different from Krishna. Guru is the external manifestation of the super soul in our heart. You see, this is how we have to consider guru. Into Prabhuya Priya Evatasya, this person is very dear to Hari, is very dear to Krishna. Because why? He has given everything, his life, his soul, everything to Krishna. So that is a guru. So we have to understand this, because only the guru can liberate us from this bondage. We are tied with rope by the gunas. The gunas, the three modes of material, we are tied by these gunas in different ways. So only the guru can untie us. So we stop here and we'll continue from here on Monday. But mind you, today is the end of Kartik, so we are resuming our normal timing from Monday. Aribo. So we'll be going back to 7 o'clock from Monday. So with any question, comments, or contribution?
Prabhu, I have one question.
Yes, please. Very good.
Sorry, it's gonna extend the time. So, yeah, I just want to ask Prabhu with regards to seeing Krishna as, seeing Krishna everywhere. So basically, some devotees kind of like, based on my observation only, I'm not sure. It's kind of like used in a different way. Like, let's say, for example, one devotee or using his name in a different way. So basically, I'm just confused with regards to this one. So I want to ask the doubt. So, for example, like there's a devotee who's gonna commit an offense towards you, and then suddenly that person is gonna say like, "Oh, it must have been Krishna's way because this happened between us," and then it made us like realize that this is something, or it's like if someone wants you to do something and then they are just gonna say like oh, maybe it's like Krishna's way to make you do this. So how is that?
Very good question. Very good question. You see, one thing about life is that I love this question and I'm going to dive into it. I will not care about time. Anybody wants to leave, you are free to leave. Okay. It's a very nice question. You see, sometimes we become whimsical and we are trying to say it's Krishna. That is what I said. Everything in this world is controlled by the three gunas in most of material nature. That is Krishna's energy. So indirectly is Krishna. But is Krishna already mentioned in one of the verses we read before now? He said, I am completely alone from that. Krishna is separated from this guna. So if a devotee in the mode of ignorance, because we can perform devotional service in three gunas, we can perform devotional service in the mode of ignorance, we can perform devotional service in the mode of passion, we can perform devotional service in the mode of goodness. For example, a devotee who is performing devotional service in the mode of ignorance is going to be causing pains to others. Now you tell me, is that Krishna in that devotee? No, for sure, it's not Krishna. It's because of the mode in which it's being influenced. And here is one very complicated thing that is there. Because that devotee is in the mode of ignorance and is performing his devotion in the mode of ignorance. So the mode is influencing his life, is causing pain to other devotees. So if the other devotee now, they are saying, oh, this is Krishna mercy for me to purify myself. Then those devotees who are seeing Krishna in that, it means that they are very advanced devotee. But mind you, that devotee who is in the mode of ignorance, who is causing pain to others, is going to suffer. Are you getting the point now? Yes, it's Krishna who is using you. Yes, I will be purified because Krishna is using you to purify me. But that devotee who is doing that, he will suffer it because why? He's doing that in the mode of ignorance. Krishna did not send him any message. You see? So it's a very complicated topic. I'm just very sensitive in the way I present it, you see? So what I'm trying to say in essence is that we have to be very careful that we are not being manipulated by the modes and we are saying it's Krishna. Meanwhile, we are causing pains to others. Because all the pains you cause to others, you are going to get them back. I just wish and I hope that you are able to see that this is Krishna also when it started coming back to you. You see? But in most cases, when they start coming back to them, they will not see Krishna in it. You see? Because they are not on that level. So that is why, as a devotee, we have to be very, very careful that when we are doing things, we should not constrain to other devotees and say Krishna is using us to purify others. When the reaction will come back for you, I just wish that you can see Krishna in that also. So what I will say is that everything is Krishna and everything is not Krishna. This is very complicated aspect of devotional service or the philosophy of Krishna. That is why Chaitanya Prabhu call it Achintya Beda Beda Tattva. Simultaneously one and different. Simultaneously one and different. So everything is caused by Krishna and everything is not caused by Krishna because Krishna has his material energy in play also. Because his material energy is in play, so they are doing things based on how he has put it, he has programmed material nature. But because Krishna is the manifestation, is the creator of material nature, so everything is Krishna. But material nature is actually independent of Krishna. You get the point? Just like, let me give a very gross example. Everything that is run in this country is directly and indirectly run by Marcos. But is it Marcos who is running every department? No. But if anything goes wrong in any department, who they will blame? Marcos. You understand the point? Because he is the president. If anything goes wrong in any department, oh, the president is useless. He's so stupid. He's just sitting down there. You know, they will say like that. You get the point? But is he the one telling every department how they should do daily activities step by step? No. There are policy that is guiding every institution in the country. And every department and ministry are supposed to follow that policy. You see? Because the constitution of the country has made those policies. You see? But because the president is the one who is overseeing the policy, so everything is directly connected to him. Everything is controlled by him. If anything goes wrong, he will be blamed. But is he the one directly running the institution? No. But is directly and indirectly is the one running it. Similarly, Krishna is the controller of everything in this universe, directly or indirectly. So we have to be very careful that we don't misuse our philosophy to cause pain to others and saying we are being used by Krishna. Because when the repercussion will come, I hope you can see the hands of Krishna in that also. So I will just stop here. It's a very, very, very deep topic. Thank you very much for asking that wonderful question. Okay? Hare Krishna. So see you too on Monday. Our normal time, don't forget, we're going to resume our normal time back. Hare Krishna. Jai Vancha Kapataru Vyascha. Kripa Sindhu Vyeva Chapatita Nam Pavanevyo. Vaishnavevyo Namo.